Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the exercise that is there in your book, the question answers and RTC. But before that, let's just recall all the important points that we need to remember in the poem. So what this poem was about? In this poem, the poet describes his dream about a tiger who predicts the future of the earth without tigers. Then tiger says that if he dies, then the forest will no longer be alive. He also says that the planet will end up without forest. The tiger concludes by a request not to kill tigers, not letting them end up in the skin market or bone bazaar. This poem is a message to the people not to kill tigers, thereby saving our earth from ending up. Right? So in this poem, we read about so many things. It was a beautiful poem, right? Where we came to know about the interdependency of our nature, right? Animals, forest, planet. So for now, we are going to discuss the exercise, that is question answer. But how you are supposed to do your work? Do remember that the pattern that we were following, you are supposed to do your work in that form only. First, you will be making index. Secondly, you will be writing this poem and then word meaning. Then you will be writing question answer and RTC. Today, we are going to discuss the question answers. What did the tiger say to the poet about the death of the forest? What did he say? The tiger told the poet that if he dies, then the forest would die too. What will happen if the forest die? Now what will happen if the forest die? If the forest dies, then the planet will also die soon. Do you remember that I told you that both are interdependent on each other? That's why if forests die, then planet will ultimately suffer. What do the skin market and the bone bazaar refer to? The skin market and the bone bazaar refer to the places where skin and bones of tiger are sold. It is for this reason tigers are hunted. You remember I told you that people kill animals. For what? To sell their skin and their bones, for the sake of, making their homes look beautiful and all these reasons, just to satisfy their greed. They are doing all these things. What message does the poet wish to give through this poem? Now this is very easy question. What message? We all know that poet wishes to give the message that humans should stop hunting tigers for their skin and bones, as death of tiger will result in the death of forest, which will further result in the death of planet. As I told you that these three things are interlinked. What? Animals, forest and planet. So if you are going to, do wrong with one particular thing, it will shake the other two. Fine. So it is necessary to stabilize all these three things. And the message that we are getting from this poem is that we should not hunt animals. Right? Because ultimately it will affect us. Now there is